just want to thank you guys for joining us today. Just a little bit about my background. I've been in nursing for about 15 years. I'm licensed and educated as a nurse practitioner with specialties in diabetes and non-surgical weight loss. And so um, we are just so excited about this healthy living revolution and really just helping to empower particularly women, but women because women lead the family to help take their health back. So Rihanna's going to lead this. My friend Rihanna, and she has been involved with the Healthy Living Revolution for a while, and she's going to take over, and then I'll interject in throughout the presentation. So welcome.
All right. Well, let me get to where I can share my screen with you lovely ladies, and then we will get started here. Okay. So yes, like Yasmin said, oh, hold on. You guys can't see anything yet, can you? Share. Here we go. Okay, like Yasmin said, can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. She is within the medical field and has a whole lot of amazing experience just helping people with their health. And I have been with this Healthy Living Revolution for 4 years now. Hard to believe, 4 years last July. And I started on this mission because I needed to, joined the Healthy Living Revolution because I was desperate for a life change. I needed something to change my lifestyle for the better. I have a little girl with a child with severe special needs, and she needs everything to be done for her. And I pretty much lived all the way up into my 30s, not caring what I put in my mouth, not working out. I wasn't really concerned about gaining weight. I wasn't really concerned about anything. I just ate what I wanted, and I was lazy, essentially. I didn't walk, I didn't run, I didn't exercise. And by the time I was 33, 34 years old, it was catching up with me, and my body was going into a health crisis. And it scared me because what I got to thinking about was, if something happens to me, what happens to my daughter? Who am I going to have to go and find or hire to take care of her because my body is broken down? So I was not cool with that thought at all. So I immediately started looking for ways to be able to increase my level of nutrition. I started drinking a whole lot more water. I started paying attention to, getting more physical activity on a normal basis. And now at the age of 41, I feel more like I did when I was like 18 or 19 years old. So I am so blessed to be a part of this Healthy Living Revolution. And today we're going to talk about something called the Shred 10 program. This is a 4-month lifestyle program with a 10-day jump start. And I said lifestyle program because it helps you with all the things that I just talked about that I have been practicing now as a result of being a part of this Healthy Living Revolution for 4 years. We talk about all the different things that we know are serving your body, and shedding and shredding the things that are not good for your body and that do not condone a healthy lifestyle. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And so we'll go ahead and get started. The reason why we are so adamant about inspiring healthy living around the world is because we have these 2 startling trends in our world. Hold on, you guys. I just have to change where you guys are showing up because I can't get to the thing there. There we go. We have 2 startling trends in our world. The first one being we are inundated with toxins. So wouldn't you agree that no matter where we turn, we've got toxins everywhere? It's in our water, it's in our food, it's in our lotions and potions that we're putting in our hair or in our makeup. It's everywhere. And it's just increasing because the quality of our food and the quality of our products is just going downhill big time and in a hurry. So environmental toxins are increasing, and this is a huge issue in our world today. The second one is that our food quality is decreasing. And being that food is what we put into our body to receive nutrition, this is a horrible, horrible thing. More and more preservatives are being used, but less nutrients are being found in our foods. We've got flavor enhancers and artificial colors, GMOs, growth hormones, pesticides, and insecticides being used in our foods. And so the quality of our food is decreasing, which also means the nutrition is decreasing in our foods, which is also a horrible thing that we're dealing with in our world. And the problem with toxins and being inundated with toxins is that our body can start to turn on itself. It doesn't know how to function effectively if it's inundated with toxins. And our body actually goes into super fat cell production to help protect our organs from those toxins that are in our bodies. So we like to talk to people about how to get rid of the toxins, how to cleanse and detox your body so that you can have a more cleaner body and less of a toxic body. And those toxins are also contributing to incredible amounts of inflammation in your body. And as Yasmin would tell us, inflammation is the silent killer. It's the most underlying cause of every chronic illness, every disease that there is in the world. It's really crucial that we talk about this thing about detoxing the body. So we like to talk to people about cleansing the body over dieting or over exercising. So some people they like to just go ahead and get their gym membership and go get in the gym and just work. Right? And hopefully they lose some weight, and they may actually lose some weight. But this is what's happening. If you guys can see my pointer here, what's happening is we have all of these stored fat, these cells here that are basically being enrobed, or the toxins being enrobed by the fat cells to protect our vital organs. And then this person decides they want to go ahead and get in the gym and they work out. So they start dieting, they start exercising like crazy, but without the proper nutrition. So they're throwing their body into stress mode by just trying to get rid of the fat and shed some weight. But what happens is, because they haven't focused on cleansing and getting rid of the toxins, now they have exposed their organs again to these toxins that are still in their body. So because our bodies were made in a genius manner, it goes back into protection mode, back into fat production mode to protect those organs in our bodies from the toxins that are still in our body. So if you guys heard about like yo-yo dieting, or how people can lose weight and then gain it back, and this is why, because we're not focusing on nutrition. We're focusing just on trying to shed the fat quickly or shed weight quickly by not eating or just working out a whole lot. And so there's a better way, and the better way is through cleansing. So when we start here, we see the impurities and the toxins in our body, and we start doing something like the Shred 10 program, where we're focusing on a lifestyle of habits. We're focused on drinking water every day, and drinking lots and lots of water to make sure that the urine in that toilet is clear. Like you don't see any color at all. We're thinking about sleeping 7 to 8 hours of rest so that your hormone processes and your insulin production processes are happening the way that it's supposed to. We're thinking about consuming a whole lot of clean, nutritious foods. And we're thinking about still, yes, exercising. We're not saying don't exercise, but we're encouraging you to make sure that you're focused on detoxing too while you're exercising. So we can shed those things, shed the fat cells, but the toxins are actually, this is where I like to say, we're firing the fat. We're firing the fat cells because the toxins are gone. They're leaving our body. And the fat cells' only job is to protect our organs from the toxins. So So now, since we have gotten rid of most of the toxins in our body, we don't have the rebound. We're not going back into fat production mode because the toxins, the level of toxicity in our body has decreased tremendously. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody, but this is a huge part of what the Healthy Living Revolution is about and why people are seeing so many amazing benefits and results by doing the Shred 10 program with us. One of the ways that you can help, or that will help you with eating more of those clean foods, getting more of the toxins out of your body, is by growing your own food. Okay. And this is something called the Tower Garden. I actually have 2 of these. It's a soilless growing system. It's actually called aeroponics because the cell or the roots inside of the tower here are exposed to air, and that oxygen is actually really good for the roots. So we get 30% greater yield and 3 times faster the amount of time that traditional gardens would take to grow. It uses 90% less of the space and 98% less water. You guys, that's huge for your resources. If you're a gardener, you know that it takes a lot of water and it takes a lot of time in the sun to manage a garden. And so this is just one easy way to increase the nutrition in your body, increase the amount of fruits and veggies and that you're eating on a daily basis because of the fact that you're growing it yourself. There is an indoor option that you can use to grow all year round, which is what I do. I grow my greens and my spinach, so my spinaches and my kales and things like that I just use for smoothies and salads and such. And then I have an outdoor one that I have growing during the spring and summer months of the year, where I grow a lot of the great, amazing tomatoes and cucumbers and eggplants and stuff like that. And so I was born with 2 thumbs, like 2 brown thumbs, like literally I usually cannot grow anything at all. And you guys, if I can't kill the food on this Tower Garden, then nobody can, because I used to be really, really bad at trying to grow food. And then something called Juice Plus, which is a product that the Healthy Living Revolution actually backs big time. And this is one of the ways that we are able to supply our body with such a variety of whole food nutrition. How many of you guys, just show me, because I can see you, just show me with a show of hands, how many of you just love to eat fruits and veggies all the time? Okay, some of us. I am not one of those people that love to eat it all the time. I'm going to be honest. Little Debbie was my girl up until about 6 years ago. Little Debbie and Hostess, we were like tight boom coon buddies. Okay. So this is something that was newer to me that I had to kind of start focusing a little bit more on. But this company, Juice Plus, makes it so much easier for us to get a variety of Juice Plus. We're supposed to have, a variety of fruits, veggies, and berries in our bodies every day. We're supposed to have 9 to 13 servings of fruits, veggies on a normal basis. 9 to 13. When I was in school, they used to talk to us about 5 a day. We had the 5 a day campaign. Anyone remember that? The 5 a day campaign? And so we went from 5 a day to 7. And then we went from 7 and now we're up to 9 to 13 servings. And the reason why is one of those reasons that I talked about before. Our quality of food is decreasing. The farmers, when they grow these fruits and veggies, they're not even allowed to let it stay on the vine until it's reached its peak point of nutrition. So a lot of people don't realize this, but the majority of the nutrition in any given plant comes in the last 48 hours of ripening on the vine. And many times, because they have to get it on a truck, they have to get it across country to wherever you are, wherever your grocery store is, they will pick it 2 or 3 weeks early before it's ripe. And they'll spray a whole bunch of stuff on it to try to keep it and preserve it until it gets to the store. So this is one of the ways that even if you're eating a lot of fruits and veggies from the grocery store, your nutrition and the amount of nutrient density is very, very low. So what this company has done is they have found a way to grow their own crops and let the fruits, veggies, and berries vine ripen, meaning when we consume Juice Plus, we are getting vine ripened produce. with peak level of nutrition. They are tested and purified, or made sure that they are pure of metals and heavy metals and mold, and in a clean product. And it's been tested more than any other nutritional product in the world. And if you actually ask Siri, what is the most research nutritional product in the world, she'll tell you this product here called Juice Plus. So I don't know about you, but I don't eat all the colors of the rainbow every day. I try to do what I can, but I'm not eating reds, greens, yellows, blues, purples, oranges, whites. I'm not eating all of the colors of the rainbow every day. And the reason why this is so powerful is because the blues do something that the greens don't do. The oranges do something the yellows don't do. The purples do something the reds don't do. And the fact that most of the time we're only getting a little bit, little bits of variety here and there, that's why we're not as healthy as we need to be as Americans. So these 45 whole foods actually give us the whole rainbow of color. So we're getting the nutrition benefits of all of those different colors. And so this has been a powerful, powerful thing across the globe. This is being marketed in 24 different countries. And it has been they have perfected this process of getting these fruits, veggies, and berries for 25 years now. We just celebrated 25 years. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the difference that it's made in my family. We've had a ton of allergy issues. My husband had a really horrible and weakened immune system, so bad that he would get the shingles virus, would flare up and I'm talking in his 30s. His shingles virus would flare up every summer. And my daughter, because of a lot of the different needs and stuff that she had, she was on 6 different medications for everything from heart defects to gastrointestinal issues. And since our family has been on Juice Plus, we've gotten rid of our allergies. We've gotten rid of, Kaya, my daughter, is down to just 2. And one of those is just a half a dose medication. She's not on any seizure meds. She's not on any heart medicines anymore. And her quality of life has been improved immensely. Her doctors are just amazed every time we bring her into the doctor, and she getting kicked out of clinics, which is a really good thing. We don't have to see the doctors nearly as much. My husband is able to fight the shingles virus off now from flaring up for the last 4 years now. And we are just a whole lot healthier as a result. And I will tell you, we will never go without these 45 whole plant foods again. So Yasmin, if you will, I will pass this on to you because I love how you talk about this slide here.
Yeah, so what this image here is showing our zone of willpower. And so what that means in simple terms is the black line there is showing you your blood sugar the way we want it to be. We want your blood sugar to stay stable. No real big hike, no real big low. We want it to be stable. So how that happens is when we are putting food into our body at a consistent period of time, so your blood sugar stays stable. But what often happens is we may skip a meal, and then we run into the kitchen and we grab something really quickly. And so what happens is typically when we grab something really quickly, it's also not the most healthy choice. So our blood sugar will spike up shortly after it drops way down low. And so you're on this roller coaster of highs and lows. And that's not what we want to happen for multiple reasons: for stimulating weight loss, for stimulating our metabolism, for just maintaining our overall health. We want our blood sugars to stay stable so that you have this slight rise and this low fall and no huge spikes or no lows. We know that in those really lows that your willpower becomes less. The hungrier that you get, the more chances or the more likelihood that you have of making a poor food choice, because your brain at that point really needs something. It needs fuel really fast. And so what it's telling you at that point is give me something, and give me something quick. And so what we want to do is never allow that blood sugar to drop that low, so that helps our willpower, so that now we're able to make a better decision about what we eat at that time. And so that's a really important thing to know about blood sugar. And a lot of people only think about blood sugar if they have diabetes. But even without diabetes, your blood sugar is such an important hormone that is so important in regulating our overall health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know how it feels when I'm all of a sudden I realize I waited too long to eat and I'm ready to chew off my right arm. I'll,
Absolutely.
go raid the pantry, like you said, and go find anything. But my brain is telling me I need sugar. So we
Yes.
have to then go and find something really sugary that we know is not healthy for us. So one of the ways that we're able to help that blood sugar stay balanced, and this is a part of the shred, is by using the nutrition drink. It's called Complete. And it is low glycemic, and it stabilizes the blood sugar. So just what Yasmin was just talking about, and the importance of stabilizing and balancing out that blood sugar so we'll make better decisions throughout the day. It is vegan, non-GMO. It's gluten and dairy free, so we don't have to worry about inflammation in the gut. It actually will really do a fantastic job of helping you clean out the sludge that's in the gut, because it's full of fiber. It's about 8 grams of fiber in each serving of these nutrition drinks. It's plant-based, and we have something called oligosaccharides, fructooligosaccharides, which are prebiotics. And if you don't know what prebiotics are, prebiotics feed the probiotics in your gut. And so they basically feed the good bacteria in your gut and help them to multiply at a greater rate so that your gut can overall just be healthier. And so there's lots of different ways that you can use the shake. I use it as my breakfast, as a smoothie on a daily basis, as a pre or post workout drink, or an afternoon or late night snack. I know a lot of people like to make pudding with it. My sons actually pour it into a popsicle mold or mold, and they have smoothie pops as a snack or as for breakfast in the morning. And they're super, super tasty. They're super tasty, like the best tasting shake I've ever had. And the sweeteners that are used are all plant-based sweeteners, and no artificial sweeteners. So that's always good, especially when we're
I just want to add a point here. The shakes are so awesome at so many things. One thing is, sometimes you may have felt like, oh, I've tried this and I've tried this and I'm not getting weight loss to happen, even though I'm maybe pulling back on my calories or adjusting some of my food choices. The thing that makes the shake so great, and how Rihanna talked about replacing a meal with that shake, is that the body has to really work to break down the plant. And so as the body is working to break down that plant, that in essence is increasing your metabolic rate, which metabolism is just the process of breaking down food to use as fuel. So the more complex the food that you put into your body, the more your body has to work to break that down, and thereby increasing your metabolism. So how great is it to have something that is going to be helping you to improve your blood sugars and improve your weight loss, plus adding antioxidants, plus detoxing your gut. So it's all of these things all in one, just in the shake, and they taste amazing.
Yeah.
So you can beat that.
It's a win-win.
It is. They're really awesome.
The Omega blend that the Juice Plus company carries, everyone knows that omega fatty acids are very crucial for brain health, for heart health, joints, skin, eye health. I know for me, it's very important that I have a good, strong omega because I have glaucoma in my family. And my eyesight is actually, I didn't say this before, but my eyesight is one of the things that have increased, that has improved immensely since I started consuming all of this whole food nutrition and changing my lifestyle. Since I started taking the omegas, this is the company's newest product. It just came out last year. My eyesight has improved even exponentially better. And just to give you an idea, I don't know how many of you guys wear glasses or contacts or anything like that, but I used to be a -12 in one eye and a -11 in another. And since I've started on Juice Plus, I've come down to single digits in my prescription. So just to tell you, and any optometrist or optometrist, or what's the other one called? I always get them mixed up. They will tell you the only way you improve your eyesight like that is through nutrition. And that's the only way that happens. So that was huge for me. But this omega is actually a plant-based omega. So if you guys are only used to fish oil, congratulations, you you have just met a new player in the omega field, and it is a plant-based omega. What we have found is that omegas actually come from the plants in the ocean. They don't fish don't make omegas. Fish don't just store it in their skin from eating the plants. So they just decided to skip the fish. And we don't have to worry about the toxicity of the fish or anything like that. We have our own algae plant farms. So we know that we're getting a good clean source of algae, and that it also has other whole food plant sources like tomato seed oil, sapphire seed oil, pomegranate seed oil. And I know I'm missing one. I always miss the other one. But it's a full spectrum of omegas. It's omegas 3, 5, 7, 6, and 9. And it's cold pressed, and then also a vegan capsule. So we love that. And we love that it is a good way to increase the whole food sources of your, of what you're getting on a daily basis. So the Shred 10, like I said, we're shredding the food, the toxins, and the habits that are not serving you. And these are the guidelines. For 10 days, we are going to add more real food. We're going to be adding the Juice Plus Trio capsules and 2 complete shakes a day. Right there, you've just improved your quality of life if you stopped right there. Like I said, my daughter has severe special needs, and she is not able to exercise. But what we can control is we can put those capsules, those powders from those capsules, in her G tube, and we can give her a shake, and we can put a little hole in the omega capsule and squeeze it into her feeding tube. And I will tell you that girl's quality of life has improved immensely just from doing that. Plenty of water. We're going to get 7 to 8 hours of rest, and we're going to exercise most days. We are going to eliminate this list of things here for 10 days. Gluten, dairy, caffeine, alcohol, processed foods, artificial and refined sugars, and eating after sex. And the reason why is because these are things that have been proven to be detrimental to your health in some way, shape, or form. Some way, shape, or form. These are things that are not serving our body. If you're eating eating a lot after sex, if you're eating a lot of artificial and refined sugars, processed foods, excessive gluten, dairy, caffeine, and alcoholic type of foods, those are things that we know are not serving our body. So 10 days, and these are some of the results. And I'll have LaShawn tell her story. These are the most common Shred 10 results: craving more fruits and veggies, healthier weight, better recovery from workout, improved sleep, increased energy, healthier hair, nails, and skin, improved regularity, and increased mental clarity. Anyone want any of that?
Me.
Right?
Sign me up.
So LaShawn, if you would unmute yourself and please just tell us your experience from being on the Shred, from doing the Shred this last time.
Yeah, so I'll go back to the very first time I did the Shred. First, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I started shredding in August. So I did, the 10 days. And I thought I was going to go find my friend Yasmin and strangle her, but I didn't. She was a really good support. I didn't well, you kind of know, but you're kind of in denial or just act like it doesn't exist. I didn't realize how toxic I was. So for 3 days, I was hurting. I'll admit it. But that 4th day, let me explain to you, ladies. The energy was it was crazy, out the wall. I mean, I couldn't imagine me being that person. The sugar cravings were really, let me just give you an example, and Angie knows this really well. The week before my lovely womanly friend comes to visit, I will eat everything that's not nailed down. And Angie's seen me in action at work. Like, I will go to her desk and be like, "What you got?" I would steal people's food, especially if the sweeter the better. I didn't have that. I had maybe a little bit, but not like it. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to hurt somebody if I don't get something sweet in my body. It was not like that. So, and then as I continued, I went ahead and continued leaving out the refined sugars. That was the big thing that I wanted to be done with. I just realized like how clear I was mentally. And when I say I was clear, I mean, completely clear. Like I was able to, I have the spreadsheet at work. This is a great example where I would look at 20 times for the same password just because it logged me out. I couldn't remember it again. And I kept associating it to age, but no, it had to do something else because I was able to start remembering passwords. I was in a really horrible, dark place, as you all know, everyone on this call. I lost a daughter in January. So I was in a dark place and didn't even realize it. I was trying really hard not to be, but I knew I was. So I even went to see a therapist, and, you know, they even wanted to kind of put me on stuff, but I've been on stuff before, and I'm not about to be nobody's zombie. So I didn't go that route. So actually, when Yasmin reached out to me, it's the day that I had said to myself out loud, I said it to myself out loud, nobody else was around, I'm done. I'm just going to be fat, somewhat happy, and just forget it. Because I would literally, my grandkids, I'm raising grandkids, they would never see me. I would come in the house, go straight to my bedroom, and gorge out on whatever, or just fall asleep. I was in such a deep depression behind losing my child, and then other things were coming up because I lost my mom about 21 years ago and never dealt with that. But yeah, just I have to say this product and then changing just a few things in my life. I can't even say I exercise every single day, and I'll be honest, I don't exercise most days, and I still lost 9 pounds. So my husband's probably scared if I really get into the exercise thing because I'm going to be some hot mama. Watch out now, right? So,
watch out.
Right, watch out now. But yeah, so I'm just saying all of these things that are happening is just not just happening. It's happening because of this product. And just like I said, I haven't did a whole, let me just change my whole world. But I did make a choice to change some things. And I can't give this product and Yasmin and Rihanna enough credit for helping me through it, inviting me to it and helping me through it. And I want to do that for you guys. That's why I keep preaching it, and I've let the lipstick business go because this is so much more important. We'll get back into looking good on the outside in a minute, but let's get that inside together so it can reflect the outside. You know what I mean? So that's my story, and I'm surprised I got through it without tears. But that's why I'm saying it. The depression and the sadness and all that, I'm able to connect with my daughter who's in heaven a different way now because I'm thinking more clearly. And so I'm just saying, ladies, it's just something to really think about. It's time to take our health back. And those of us who have health complications and issues, I will definitely have more conversations with you. And I'm sorry because I invited you to this means I love you. So yeah, I'm going to get on your nerves, and you'll just have to pretty much block me if you don't want to hear from me. And I'm just being honest. So I just want to tell you that I'm not gonna keep on and keep on. You'll hear more of me, but I just wanted to at least give you my real why and my real testimony, and that's as real as I can be. So that's me.
Wait. Oh, hold on. I think Yasmin's trying to talk. Hold on. Let me unmute you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Well, and I was just going to add on to that. I think the reality is that anyone who's not living their most healthiest life, not being their best self, really would like to do better. Sometimes it feels like the timing isn't right because we're always waiting on that perfect timing that never happens, or we're waiting on our schedules to slow down or life to not be as busy. And the reality is that never happens. What happens is we keep waiting for the right moment, and before the right moment happens, a tragedy strikes. And so that is one of the reasons that I left traditional practice to move into the wellness side, because I've witnessed that too many times. I've been in the ICU having to cold blues on people. I've taken care of the mothers that have come in with a heart attack. I've taken care of the people with renal disease in their 50s from their diabetes complications. All people who were smart, intelligent women who were waiting on the right moment. And so when I meet with a client, when I meet with a patient, I'm always saying, what is it that you want? Today is the day we have to start getting there. And the thing that I love about adding the Juice Plus product into your life is that that piece is easy. We have so many complicated and tough things going on in our life that why not have one piece be easy? And as you begin to get the results that first simply from adding in whole food nutrition and eliminating a few other things, then your energy improves, your motivation improves, and then beginning to do things like exercising more consistently and things like that only become natural and become so much easier. So weight loss happens, your sleep is better. I mean, we have people that say, I've never slept this good in my life. And I never realized how much the fact that I didn't sleep well impacted me. Right. So it's just, it's a product and it's a movement that I stand by, because I believe that women will change the whole culture of this society. So I'm pretty passionate about that.
Yeah, and with great reason. LaShawn, you said something that spoke to me, and I just, want to just make sure everybody got that. But there's nothing that nutrition cannot touch. There's no issue in the body that nutrition cannot help. Nutrition and healthy lifestyle, and even something dealing with grief, and depression and stuff like that, like the mental processes and stuff. They are improved by nutrition. It's crazy. And food works on a cellular level. That's just the way that God made it. And so these are just some of the institutions that have done the research on the Juice Plus product literally around the world. There's a University of Parma in Italy in here. There's Yale University. There's something in Australia, here in Vienna, Austria. In Germany, literally around the world, there are different medical prestigious institutions that have been doing research on the Juice Plus product. And it says with over 30 published studies, we are almost to 40 published gold standard double-blind placebo research studies. Okay, so that's a big deal. And this is what your Shred 10 journey will look like. We will get your products ordered. We'll send you your free Shred 10 guide. That'll kind of be like your Bible while you're shredding. We're going to send you the daily detox video with Dr. Major Ray, who's kind of the brain. She's the brain behind the Shred 10 program. We're going to get you added to the amazing support group on Facebook. So other people that are also doing the shred with you during that month, you will be in that group with them. And then we'll do the Shred 10. We'll have that 10 days of shredding those things that are not healthy for you and adding those things that are. And then we'll send you this Taste of the Shred cookbook kind of as a prize and a gift to you for finishing the shred. And then we're going to see what parts of the shred do you want to continue to keep enforce in your life, if not all of them, right, Yasmin?
Yes.
Because we know that if these are things that have made such a difference to you during those 10 days, then why not carry on, if not all of them, most of them, to continue these same healthy lifestyle habits, and then share this journey with a friend so that we can share the love and help people get started. So these are the 3 different packages that you can get started on: the basic, the premium, and the Shred 10. The basic is 1 shake a day or 2 shakes a day during the Shred 10, and then 1 shake a day throughout the rest of the 4 months. And the trio. The premium is the exact same thing as the basic, except for the omega is added in there. And the Shred 10 is basically 2 shakes a day throughout the whole 4 months of the lifestyle program, and the quad, the omegas and the fruits, veggies, and the berries. So that is what the Shred 10 consists of. And let me just stop the share here so we can see what questions you guys have so far, if any.
What's cold press?
Cold press is a specific kind of process that the company has perfected. It took them over 2 or 3 years to figure this out, but it's basically a way that they are able to fuse the parts of the capsule together in a cold type of temperature so that the nutrients inside of the omegas stay intact. So instead of using heat that would be detrimental to those nutrients, they used a cold heat process to help fuse that capsule together.
Okay, thank you. I just bought some organic castor oil for my hair and nails and skin, and it said cold press. And I buy the organic olive oil that says cold press, and I always wondered what that is.
Yeah, it just has to do with trying to keep the nutrients intact, because a lot of times when you add heat to anything, you're destroying the good parts of that thing. And so, yeah, that's a good question.
I'm curious because I'm not familiar with you guys. What are your health goals? I can see, Angela, your mouth is moving, but
Oh, she's muted. Hold on.
she's just talking.
Oh, I don't know why it's not muting.
Let me see.
There we go. There you go.
Oh, that's because I had muted myself also.
Andy,
Actually,
I didn't know you were here.
Uh-oh.
yeah. Actually, my goal right now, I'm a diabetic, and my blood sugar A1C went from like a 7 to a 9 in June. So right now, my goal is to get my blood sugar down.
Okay.
I'm having some physical problems right now, trying to figure out what's going on with my doctor down in my colon area.
Okay.
So
that's a great goal. So your A1C is at a 9, right? You said a 9?
yes.
Okay. So your blood sugars are running in the 250s?
In the morning, like when I take them, they've been running anywhere from 179 to 215.
Yeah. So we want that blood sugar, you want that A1C to be about what?
Back down to 140.
What about your A1C? Where would we like to see that?
7, back at 7.
Actually, we want to go closer to, so the American Diabetes Association recommends a 7. The American Endocrinology Association recommends a 6.5. So I go with the American Endocrinology because this is exactly in their wheelhouse. This is what they spend the majority of their time. Now, and if you're 70 years old, then more towards that 7, but you're pretty young from what I can see. So we would be going more towards a 6.5. And so that's just good for us to know. Would not say that in a month we could have that, but I have a client that I started working with. I actually started working with him 6 months ago, and he started with me with an A1C of 8.6. 3 months later, we were down to, I think, about a 7. After that 3 months, we added in Juice Plus. His last A1C was 5.5.
Wow.
On no medication.
Wow.
So it works. In your gut, we don't talk enough about what elevated blood sugar does to the gut.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like to give one explanation is that when you have all that excess sugar in your blood, it's blocking. You have basically fat molecules that are blocking that cell, not allowing that insulin to connect to allow that sugar to break down. And so it wreaks havoc in your gut. So the way to improving your gut health is improving your blood sugars. So those things happen naturally. And most of the time with diabetes, how long have you been fighting diabetes?
Almost 4 years.
Almost 3 years. So
20
most of the how many?
20.
20. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Most of the time when we talk about diabetes, we spend so much time talking about what not to eat. Don't eat bread, don't eat rice, don't eat pasta, don't eat this, don't eat that. But we don't spend enough time talking about what you need to eat. So the thing that makes Juice Plus, the product, so great is that I always say this, by 8:30 in the morning, I have eaten 45 different fruits and vegetables into my body by 8:30 when I walk out of the door. So the things that does for your blood sugars are just are unremarkable, and we have studies to show those improvements. So you'd be so great, and it would be great to see the improvement in your blood sugars and really turn this around. And I'd love to see us probably you working with your doctor to reduce insulin and things of that sort in the future.
Well, currently, right now, I'm not on insulin.
Oh, you're not?
No, I take
Okay.
metformin and
okay.
Victoza shots.
Metformin and what? Victoza? Okay, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is definitely something that would benefit you.
Right now, a lot of stress that made it go up too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And having that support, the other piece that is so great about us shredding together is that it's an unprecedented amount of support helping to motivate and encourage, because this can be daunting. Mm-hmm. It can be heavy. It can be just and depressing. But the beauty is that you don't do it alone. And so you have this support to help push you and help encourage you, along with the whole food products, along with just fast results too. Because, for me, I'm one of those people that I like, if I used to try all these different acne products when I was in high school, and boy, they didn't help work in one day. I was done with them. But the reality is that in order to produce intracellular change, it takes about 3 months, which is why we look at the A1C over a 3-month period. But in the midst of that intracellular change, we're able to start seeing some change, like LaShawn said, after only a month. After 10 days, you're able, and that helps to increase your motivation and give you something to feel good about. And so, yeah, I look forward. You'd be so great. You would really love the benefits of this revolution and of adding the products in.
Thanks, Angela, for being willing to share that, because that probably will help inspire others, of us.
Yeah, because right now, it's not really a lot of weight loss that I need to do. I'm 137 pounds right now, 5'5.5". I'll be 53 in October, so just because I'm getting older, I want to be healthier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure, and that happens. That happens, and the thing that's nice is that I said it's a positive side effect. It happens just naturally as you flood your body with whole food nutrition, and you change up some of those lifestyle things that we work on through the shred. The weight loss just happens naturally. Like, that's just the easy part.
Well, I ain't trying to lose no more weight now.
Well,
no, not you.
That's what you needed. Like, if you have weight to lose, you lose it. But I don't do the shred to lose weight. That's not, and I don't lose weight on the shred because I don't have weight to lose. I actually, if I do anything, I gain a pound or two of muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't need to lose weight, FYI.
I wasn't on that piece.
Jerry or
Aretha,
do you guys have any specific questions or any particular health goals that you guys are looking to incorporate or to reach?
I'll let who was it, Marissa? I'll let her go first.
Aretha,
did you want to say anything? You don't have to. Just giving you a chance to speak as well if you want to share.
I don't have any questions. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Hey, Jerry, what about you?
I don't have any questions. I'm a firm believer in the things that you're saying. I know are I think the sooner we get rid of Monsanto, I don't understand as a country why we haven't gotten rid of them while all the other countries have kicked them out. I don't know why we're letting them dictate growing procedures for our farmers. I just think that they are and they're even starting to try to put their fingers in the organic farmers business. So I just really, I agree with what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. And, I'm pushing 60 years old. So of course I'm wanting to stay as healthy and as lively as possible for as long as I can.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's the peace of mind that we have with the Juice Plus company, because we know that they are in control over all of the produce that they use in Juice Plus. So there are no harmful hormones, insecticides, pesticides, used on their crops. And they are very particular about who even comes on their grounds. You have to have on a special kind of boot before you can walk onto their grounds where they're growing their produce that is used for Juice Plus all around the world. But they are all around the country, but they are very mindful of needing a clean product. And one of the reasons why is because a lot of Olympians use the Juice Plus product in their training, as they're training and needing to supply their body with a lot of nutrition and stuff like that. And because it has the NSF seal of approval, which just means that it's been tested and proven enough times to be clean, and whatever's in the bottle, whatever's on the label is in the product, and whatever's in the product it has to be on the label, nothing more, nothing less. Basically, that's one of the only things that has been cleared that they can use in their training, because they're highly, they're tested, and there's a lot of rules and regulations of what you can put in your body when you're training, when you're an Olympian athlete.
So who owns the company? Who owns it? Who started it? Who's it?
Jay Martin. His name is Jay Martin. He actually started the company 50 years ago. And he started, the name of the company was called the National Safety Association. And his heart and his desire was to help people in the world to have more safety things in place in their home. So they started out with like smoke detectors and air purifiers. And then they went into water purifiers, trying to make the water that was coming into people's home even healthier and even less toxic. And from there came the idea for Juice Plus 25 years ago. So it's the same guy that started it who's at the helm today, 50 years later. The Juice Plus product took off so quickly that they decided to just be Juice Plus and sold the rights to the water purifying systems and the air purifiers and stuff like that. And for 25 years now, they have been helping inspire healthy living in 24 different countries. So I know when I found out that it was actually in Israel, it was one of those countries who was like, well, you have to have, everything has to be kosher to go into Israel. So you have to know that it's a decent product, if it made it to Israel of all places. But that's a good question. You have any other?
No, I can't think of any other questions.
Okay. Well, like Yasmin said, this is a movement. This is a revolution of people who are just determined to take their health back. People like LaShawn, who's just like, I can't go on like this anymore. And we are always looking for other people to help us in this movement and in this revolution to inspire people to take their health back. So while we're encouraging you guys to take back your health, you are part of that revolution. You're part of that movement. And so we want to just thank you guys for joining us tonight or today. And LaShawn will follow up with each and every one of you guys. And if you guys have any other questions, LaShawn knows that she can pull on Yasmin or myself to get on the phone as well to talk through some things when it comes to getting you started and what that looks like price-wise and all of that. So thank you again for joining us. And with that, I will stop the recording.